A Legend Returns. The post-apocalyptic action thriller I Am Legend, starring Will Smith, is one of the great classics of the genre. The movie was a hit with audiences in 2007 and financially successful. Since then, there have been more and more calls for a sequel. Finally, 15 years later, it was confirmed. A second part is to come. In this video, you can find out all about the current production status and the first details about the story and cast of I Am Legend 2. Will Smith won't be the only celebrity name in I Am Legend 2. At his side will be Michael B. Jordan. He is best known from the Creed film series, but he also played the antagonist in Black Panther and can soon be seen in the vampire horror film Sinners, which is actually great preparation for the sequel to I Am Legend, isn't it? Initial speculation suggests that he could possibly take on the role of Robert Neville's son. Will Smith revealed that Jordan is also heavily involved in the development of the second part. The plot will continue the alternate ending of the first film. In the original theatrical version, main character Robert Neville died. In the alternative ending for home cinema, however, he survives. He realizes that the infected are not soulless undead, but intelligent beings with their own society. Akiva Goldsman, screenwriter of Part 1, is back for the sequel. He emphasizes that the second movie will be based more on the original novel by Richard Matheson. It is mainly about the fact that humanity's time as the dominant species on Earth has come to an end. The novel I Am Legend has already been made into a movie several times. In the 60s with horror actor Vincent Price, and in the 70s with Charlton Heston. For the new adaptation, Ridley Scott and Michael Bay were at times considered to direct, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, among others, in the leading role. In the end, however, Will Smith was chosen for the role. The sequel is now going to take place several decades after the first part. There are even plans to portray Will Smith older in the story than he actually is. The actor spoke about the sequel in an interview with Entertainment Tonight in early 2022. He initially didn't believe in a second part. However, the idea for the proposed story convinced him that I Am Legend 2 could become a good movie. He is not allowed to reveal any further details yet, but according to Smith, it's a really cool concept. Screenwriter Goldsman further revealed that they want to take inspiration from the well-known video game The Last of Us, which has already been turned into an impressive series. The depiction of how nature takes back control of the Earth after a pandemic is to be particularly illustrated using New York. This statement may seem surprising at first, given that I Am Legend showed a New York that had been reclaimed by nature many years before The Last of Us. In fact, the movie was one of the game's sources of inspiration. At the same time, the explicit mention of the city raises questions. After all, Robert and his companions leave New York at the end of the first movie, at least in the version on which the project is to be based. This means there could be a return to the locations of the previous movie in Part 2. I Am Legend 2 could be an important step in Will Smith's return to the spotlight. After slapping Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars, the actor fell from grace with many people. For many, his career was over. His return was gradual and cautious, starting with the historical drama Emancipation. Although his performance was praised, interest in the Apple TV Plus movie remained quite low. Smith then focused on turning his mistakes into opportunities for change. In interviews and on social media, he spoke openly about personal issues, such as his impulsivity and the pressures of fame. His honesty was positively received by many fans. In 2024, he then made his big comeback in blockbuster cinema with Bad Boys 4. Audiences seem to love him in his signature roles, so a return to his character from I Am Legend should be pretty well received. We can look forward to seeing how the project develops over the coming months. The original plan was to release the movie in 2024. However, as we all know, that didn't happen. Nevertheless, those involved clearly indicate that I Am Legend 2 will be released sooner or later. There doesn't seem to be any lack of motivation. At Comic-Con 2024, Akiva Goldsman revealed that there will be good news regarding the director's position. According to Deadline, distributor Warner Bros. Has a clear favorite in mind: Transformers Rise of the Beast director Stephen Caple Jr. This choice would also represent a reunion. Caple Jr. previously directed Creed 2, working closely with Michael B. Jordan. Based on reports, a meeting between Akiva Goldsman, Will Smith, and Michael B. Jordan recently took place. Everyone involved is said to have agreed that the story for the sequel has now been finalized. This sets the course for I Am Legend 2. Should Warner Bros. Actually hire Stephen Caple Jr. as director, filming could begin very soon. What do you think? Is such a late sequel to the classic a good idea? Do you want to see more of this world and Robert's story? Or would it be wiser to leave some legends alone and instead turn the focus to new stories? We look forward to reading your opinion in the comments down below.